Welcome back to Fortune Cookies. This is video 3 of our Kamala Harris series today. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope that you're as excited about the future as I am. I love politics. I love getting neck deep into this. So even if it gets me in trouble. So we already talked about how prepared Kamala is in part 1. We talked about how she's going to conduct herself, best practices in part 2. If you haven't seen those, I'll put a card at the end. You guys can go check them out or go check them out now so that you're caught up. What we're going to talk about now is further on the best strategies for her and also what the outcome is going to be according to the energies right now. So we're going to take a look. My predictions have been really fiery, so I'm really excited about that. Hope you guys are having a great day. Let's bring up the card view and get crack-a-lacking on this. Let me know what you think of this new view too. I made the card view a little bit bigger. I made me a little bit smaller, doing some nifty things in the background on the production side. So let's go a little further on her best strategy. What does the universe want Kamala to know about the strategy behind her career? So best things for her to know there. Ace of Cups, new beginnings. This is good stuff. We like new beginnings. Be careful of being reckless. Emperor in the past. You guys know I call that my suitcase position. Ooh, Tower card in reverse. We got to be careful about that. And I'm laying them all down, boys and girls. And there's one more. All right, so a little fun Celtic cross. So here, new beginnings. This is a new start, an exciting new start for her in terms of career. So I said this in one of the earlier videos. I don't think that her lifelong dream was to be President Kamala Harris. I don't think it was. I think she has kind of stepped into this position. What crosses her is the recklessness of this. Fate has pushed her into this position. She cannot let fate push her further. So back here, she needs to go back into the past. I always call this the suitcase position. We go back into the past and we pick up the things that we need or we drop off the things that we don't need. So she needs to go back into her past and grab that agency where she was making decisions. I am getting intuitively that she's leaning on some of the advisors right now a little too heavily. And that's echoed here with the outcome card. We have the Three of Pentacles. Even though I said earlier in one of the readings on this series that the Three of Pentacles potentially is Democrat, Republican, and independent, this here is having too many people in there. Too many novices are in there. Now, I know politicians do like to have a collection of young people so that they can tap into what the young kids want. They got to be careful with this because the young people that are working on this campaign, this particular campaign, are very idealistic. They don't have enough experience as humans, as adult humans, to really make some decisions moving forward for an administration and the trajectory of the United States. We have to be very, very careful about the people that are there. She needs to go back in time, grab her agency and direct these individuals a little bit more. Stop giving power away to individuals that don't have any experience. That is this cataclysm that we're looking at here, not having the power in hand, sharing the power with them and letting them do the work. This particular card, the Three of Pentacles, is represented by the skilled master, the client, and the apprentice here. The skilled master is allowing the apprentice to execute the work. We can't do that here. Ms. Harris, you got to stop doing that. You got to get in there. You got to make the decisions and not let other people do it. You need to look at every single thing before it goes out. Don't be foolish about this. Down below, under the surface, there's some bitterness about her time spent in the Biden administration. There's some bitterness. She's got to let that go. That is poison that she is carrying with her. It is a new day up here with this Ace of Cups. She needs to pay attention to that and not get caught up in any of the misogyny, shoving down that subjugation, anything that she felt while she was working for Joe Biden, she needs to drop that off. There's something about Jill here. There's something about their relationship that is a little iffy. A little bit iffy. I think Jill is still trying to kind of assist, kind of spot her into the position, and I don't think that it's necessary. Here, the new partnerships with individuals that, sorry guys, my watch is talking to me. Partnership with individuals that can advise her well, that are on the same page as her. So I think that we're going to see some interesting people come into the campaign committee. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. There are going to be more like-minded people, less moderate people. It's almost like the moderate people are going to go. I think the inclination is to pull in more young people. I hesitate to say children. I almost said children. But to pull in more young people, that's the inclination here. And I think that that is the wrong move. I think a better move is to pull in older people and have them as like-minded individuals. So hopefully this, we'll get these older people in there that are going to, all right. So I just want to clarify. Right now, I feel like there's a lot of younger people on the campaign committee so that they can garner that younger vote. That's what I feel like is happening. What needs to happen is she needs to have more progressives like herself of an age come on board because they are practiced and experienced. So I'm sorry if that wasn't very clear. I do think she needs to do that. Having some young people is great. Having all young people is not. Very unrealistic ideas. We don't get the ideas off the ground. We are just talking about what's going on. How others are seeing her, and this is very conflicting. Others are seeing her as dialing it up, being a bit too progressive. So there are people that are sitting maybe toward the back of the room or at the end of the boardroom table, and they're like, "Oh, this is not going to fly. Like this is too radical. We're pushing too many ideas. We've got to pare them down." And that is this fear, the fear that the collective campaign is going to kind of fall apart because of conflict within. Again, I'm going to stress that they need to have unity on the campaign committee. This isn't about the party. The campaign committee needs to have more unity. It feels like, they've had this tremendous upheaval with Joe leaving. And now Kamala has inherited that. She's been coronated as the Democratic Party representative, the candidate for the presidency. They really need to have the campaign united on what needs to be done. They need an astrologer. They need a tarot reader. Because otherwise, if the House the campaign committee house is what I'm talking about, not the House. The House is not put together correctly. They're going to see some people leave. There are going to be some people that are disgusted about that. So with the trajectory that we have right now, I'm just going to flip this, give your eyes a break. With the trajectory and with the people that we have right now, what is our potential outcome? What is our potential outcome? So we're going to switch the view around. At this moment, what is our potential outcome? And it is currently 10:34 a.m. on the East Coast on July 24th. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope it's beautiful where you are. Potential outcome. There we go. Safety, rescue, but also leaving. Page of Swords is cutting. Temperance, no quarter is given. Ooh. We don't win. We don't win. But then we have the Hierophant. You guys know those are our seats of power. Emperor in reverse. Sorry, guys, but I do think that we see a little bit of a repeater of 2020. I think we see an election happening that doesn't necessarily give results that we want, but then the powers that be step in and say we need to make an issue out of this. And I know there's so much conversation about Trump, denying that the 2020 election went as it should have. And I don't think that there was the level of transparency with that there should have been. I think it was very, very curious. My state, New Jersey, they called it with 2% of the vote in at 8 o'clock p.m. Actually, I think it was even earlier than that. Greg knows, but we were called when only 2% of the votes were in. So I thought that was very surprising. We are a very blue state here, but we're turning purple. I know Monmouth County is almost fully red at this point. So I think that the election now, whatever happens, it's going to be questioned. I think we're going to see some questions about the validity of it, the practices, the things that were done. I think we're going to see that. So currently, do we get elected? Do we get elected? One card. Wheel of Fortune. That's anything goes, guys. Anything goes. So we're going to have to keep looking at this, unfortunately. I hope you enjoyed the series. I was so looking forward to doing this series. I do like to kind of look at all sides of the equation. So I have a lot of requests to do JD Vance. I am not a super fan of his. I'm just going to be honest. I know he's young. I know he's I don't think like, he would want to burn this witch or anything like that. I hope not. But I just don't like some of the things that he has said in the past. I think he is a little aggressive with his conservatism. So it's not my favorite. No, not my favorite pick. Tulsi Gabbard, I'm looking at you, waiting for you to come up, girl. Come on up. Come on up, Tulsi Gabbard. And I know a lot of people have given me a hard time about Tulsi Gabbard too, but I do like her. I do like everything she says. I think she would have been a great pick. I know she did leave the Liberal Party, so and I think she is independent now. So that I'd be curious if she showed up with RFK Jr. That would turn my head, even though I have some weird feelings about RFK Jr. at this point too. See my other videos for that. You'll understand. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see other 3-parters on other people in politics, let me know. This is the most engaging time of American history, in my opinion. I think this is wild times, and it calls for wild cards. So have a great day. Again, remember, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. So you've got a JD Vance coming up. JD Vance is also calling for the 25th Amendment with Joe Biden right now. So I think that's going to be a next one for me. And I think we're going to do a 3-parter on Trump. And I know everyone's questioning, where is Joe? Is Joe? So we'll have lots of stuff coming up. So thanks so much for watching. And I'm going to fix this part of my hair because it's just doing something weird. I'll see you guys later.